Hey guys, what's up? So for this week's video, I'm coming at you with Riverdale Conspiracy Theory / Predictions Season 4 edition. I am so fucking excited because it's Riverdale. I love the show. You guys know how much I love the show. And Season 4, that's crazy to me. But if you want to know why I think Jughead is going to be the main target for the whole season and why of that spring break scene that ended Season 3, something similar to that, and breaking down the trailer. If you want to know that, make sure to keep watching. Alright, so, Season 4. Basically, the trailer. Let's just start off with that. Breaking down the first scene of the trailer, it is a search party out for Jughead. We have FP, we have Betty, we have Archie, we have Veronica, and I think I seen Cheryl in there as well. Plus, basically, almost like the whole, like, serpents are just going after him and making sure where, like, he's okay. But with the trailer, you see he's, like, trapped in, like, a box of some sort, and he's, like, pounding up there, like, pounding it, like, in a small, I want to say it's a coffin, but I don't think it's a coffin. He's, like, pounding on it, saying, "Help, get me out," and he has, like, a flashlight in his hand, so obviously someone is going to kill him. May or may not lead into what the ending of Season 3, which was Archie, Betty, and Veronica in their underwear and bra over an open fire, and Archie is holding Jughead's beanie, and they're all covered in blood. See, this show more and more is like taking a Pretty Little Liars twist, because the search party just reminds me of when they were going after Allie in Pretty Little Liars, so that reminds me of that buried alive type of thing. It's just crazy and insane to me. So I don't know why, but I have a skeptic that Penny Peabody is going to be in this mix somehow. I don't know if she was clarified dead, but then again, it's Riverdale and there's always somebody going after Jughead, and maybe it was one of the Goonies or it could have been somebody else, but we don't know. It could be a relation between the Goonies and Penny Peabody. But then again, is anybody really dead in Riverdale? But then again, would the show be entertaining if there wasn't some type of crime thing in there? No. So my total prediction for the whole season with Jughead is that he's going to be not only the main target, but he is also going to maybe end up getting killed or being in the same situation he was at the ending of Season 2, where he basically looked like he was like eaten alive, buried alive, whatever fucking thing he was. He was basically like jumped and hit and killed, almost killed, I want to say, by the Goonies and Penny Peabody. So, yeah. The romance levels, because let's be honest, Shoni is still killing it, which we've all predicted that it was still going to be killing it. But Season 3, we had some road bumps with Shoni, and I feel like that just comes with any relationship, honestly. And I love Shoni. I'm a Shoni shipper. I'm also a Bughead shipper, and Bughead never had any problems the whole Season 3, which I was happy about as a shipper. But Veronica, sweetie, listen up. Put Veronica in situations where she needs a guy, because she needs to learn how to be herself and not have a guy. For her to go to Reggie, to Archie, to Archie, to Reggie, like back and forth, like, ugh. And then, like, obviously there's a scene of them making out in a bed, casually. That's just what, you know, that couple does. I honestly don't, like, honestly, is there anything, like, that they're not gonna do? I don't know. I feel like, obviously, Varchie is gonna break up again. There has to be some type of way where Varchie is gonna break up again and she's going to get back with Reggie. Personally, I really liked Veggie together, and they were really cute. They were probably like a strong couple duo where they didn't need sex every day or every time. But there's that. But also, Archie and Veronica's romance besides the sex was really good, and I liked their romance as well. But if I have to pick, I would pick Veggie over Varchie. So, there was that. But honestly, I hope that Veronica this season is taking more and more grounds against her father and against her parents. Yes, they just got divorced, and hopefully she kind of helps her mother in some type of way, but also she needs to learn how to be her own person, which I would love to see. And then with Archie, obviously he has his gym going on, he's helping people out. Oh, maybe he was worried, maybe he wasn't worried to get to senior year, but obviously in the trailer it seems like maybe he got to senior year. But obviously something along the lines of the Black Hood or something with Hiram along the lines is going to break him, I feel, and it's going to make him do like a 180. Hiram is going to get to Archie again, and it's going to maybe do a 180, but 2 times that size, maybe even 10 times the size of what it was in season 3, because it was a lot for him to handle. This guy couldn't even finish his SATs without Hiram in the back of his head. And then moving on to Betty. He's probably still dealing with the fact that A, she's kind of homeless at the moment because she doesn't really have a home because the farm finally got exposed and she finally got what she wanted, but I have no idea where this home farm situation is going to go again. I don't know if her mother is still in the trance and Polly and the twins are still in a trance, but honestly, I just want Betty to be okay. I just want this girl to have a home. And especially now that her boyfriend's parents literally bought her house, like what the fuck is that? I would honestly love to see Betty and Jughead, Bughead be in like their own realm of stuff and just be together, probably own a house together, because it feels like they are the responsible couple that could do that stuff. Let alone Varchie is just the couple that needs to figure out some certain things. Also, I just want to point out, there's no hate or shade towards anything. This is just like what I'm thinking and what I've seen in the fandom a few times and all this other stuff, so there's that. But overall for Betty, I really hope that she tries to get her house back. I don't know how that would happen, but I hope that her, Polly, and Betty and the twins could get in a nice, safe household and, I don't know, be safe and not be Nancy Drew for once. But then again, it wouldn't be it wouldn't be Riverdale if Betty wasn't a Nancy Drew spinoff in a way. So there's that. Like the whole type of season, I'm probably just until maybe the mid-season break. Number 1, there's obviously going to be a killer. It ain't going to be Riverdale if there's not a killer. Because first season, we had Who Killed Jason Blossom. Second season, we had the Black Hood. Third season, there's always a killer every damn season. But, like I said, it goes back to what every like news reporter I hear saying about the show. It's like Pretty Little Liars. What the fuck? Pretty Little Liars was my favorite show of all time, and I'm still mourning the loss of it because it's not on air anymore. But honestly though, why? Why are you trying to like make a twist in some type of way? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Why are you trying to make a twist of it? Because I don't get it. So basically, number 1, obviously going to be a killer. Number 2, someone's going to die because someone most likely dies every season. So there's that. Number 3, either a couple will break up or a couple will make up or a couple will get together. It's one of those 3 that ends up happening. And then the 4th thing, because 4 seasons, hello. I feel like the parents will be in a reverse type of situation as their kids. So say like for an example, Alice and FP switch lives with like Betty and Jughead. And basically like kind of seeing like a switch off episode because they kind of always like do a type of situation, type of switching type of thing. I don't know. Where like maybe they're gonna live their kids' lives and the kids are going to live their parents' lives for a day. I feel like this is kind of heartbreaking to hear, but like, why do I feel like this is gonna be the last season of Riverdale? Like, hear me out. Because it's their senior year. I don't think this is gonna go on for college because I think almost every single character had like a different type of college they wanted to go to. So there was that. Number 2, if Jughead gets killed because he's the narrator, we're all fucked. But then again, they kind of scared us already with that at the ending of season 2. So there's that as well. I don't know why, but like I see that happening. I see like they're cutting it off at season 4. If they get picked up for season 5, they'll do a spin-off series with other different people. I don't know why I had that idea in the back of my mind, but I did. But I don't know if it makes sense or not, honestly, but I'm trying to make it make sense in this way. This is the first season without Luke Perry, which is going to be heartbreaking, and I heard they're already doing a tribute for an episode, which I thought was so amazing and so great that they would tribute him in the show in that way. But R.I.P. Luke, you are there's no one ever going to be another Fred Andrews like you. So, yeah. Then breaking down the rest of the trailer, let me just bring up, as I'm talking about the Luke Perry tribute, Riverdale literally retweeted something from EW. But let's bring up the trailer, and I'm going to try to hear what they were saying.
Isn't it crazy? In just 9 months, life as we know it will be over. What the hell's wrong with you? What am I?
So a lot of different crimes are going on in Riverdale, but that's most likely true.
About to tell you puts everything on the line.
Our deepest desire.
Okay, you see this part that just like kind of kills me and makes me think that it is Penny Peabody that is alive. Who is this bitch? Who is that? Does that not look like Penny Peabody to you? Someone is going to hit Betty. Like, do you not, like, see that over here? Someone is basically going to hit her and knock her out of consciousness. And then we have this random, like, thing that's up here that is, sorry if, like, I'm shaking or something. It's, like, this, like, crime scene in, like, a, like, home movie type of way. Cheryl and Tony running the school per fucking usual because that's the Queens. Then Pops is somewhere in their football.
To senior year.
I want you guys to hear this. See?
And all of its glories.
Did you, like, help me, like, let me out? Like, that's the search party. So the search party and that scene are going to be together in that way, but I also feel like maybe Jughead had a warning for death in the way, and he couldn't tell anybody where he was going, and he maybe had to hide. So, remember that scene where it was Betty, Archie, and Veronica in the cemetery right in front of Jughead's gravestone where it said Jughead Jones and had his beanie? I feel like that part, maybe at that point didn't have to do anything with any episodes, but I feel like Jughead has a lot of warnings for death coming in this way. Like, he's like, I don't know. Explain myself for something, because I tried refilming this clip so many goddamn times. So basically, I have 4 to 3 theories why I think Jughead is going to be a main target for this season. Because number 1, he was supposedly dead in a dream that he had from where it was Betty, Veronica, and Jughead in front of his gravestone saying how Betty loved him and all this stuff and never forget him and all this different stuff. Like, so that was number 1. Number 2, he kept having clashes with the Goonies and Penny Peabody, and that was just wrecking everything, and then Penny just was fucking ballistic and crazy. And so we also thought he was dead from that point as well. And then with these 2 clips, it is from the same season, season 4. Also, he's gonna get a very big ass warning coming. And so that is where they did the search party for him, and he was buried alive somewhere that we have no idea at until we see the season, basically. So I, in my way, think something is going to happen, but I also don't know what is going to happen because it's Riverdale, and Roberto can always twist these things and make us think one thing, but really it's another thing. So, yeah. But overall, with things for the season, let's go over it one more time. Someone is a new killer. We don't know who, but someone will be a new killer. Somebody is going to die because most likely that happens in every season of Riverdale. Number 3, there will be a couple that will either make up, break up, or get together. Number 4, Jughead is gonna have an experience with death in some way. And number 5, Twitter is going to go crazy over whatever each episode is going to come after because of what Roberto and what the actors and actresses and the whole show is going to do to us. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, that way you know when I upload. For this season, I think it is going to probably blow every other season out of the water. I have no idea if I said that in the last prediction video, but yeah. And most likely I will be doing another one at the mid-season finale, or I think that will actually be in January. So, the music choices of this week is Liar by Camila Cabello and Shameless by Camila Cabello. I just think her new sound with her new album is just going to be amazing. And plus, like, her voice on Shameless, bitch, my jaw dropped. So, as always, stay strong, don't hate, just love. I heart you guys to infinity and beyond, and I'll see you guys next time. Bonus so much. Bye. Not everything you see is true with Riverdale, so...